When Oprah calls, you listen. The Queen of Talk is celebrating 25 years and the final season of The Oprah Winfrey Show. But with every end comes a new beginning, and for Oprah, it's her own cable network. TV Guide magazine invited O for a photo shoot along with some of her oh-so-familiar faces.
This is like a family reunion.
First one.
Right.
All the boys came home. I'm so happy.
Today is definitely a celebration. I think it's all of us coming together in New York really to celebrate the magazine and going into the 25th season. So it's a big day.
Meet Oz, Phil Oz.
This is it. This is the first time.
You know, I've never met Phil before, and I've heard so much about him, so it's really a tribute to be able to finally sit down next to him and talk to him a tiny bit about his experiences in life, because I'm sort of trying to follow along and learn from his experiences, and so maybe they'll benefit mine.
These are my two doctors, my two doctor friends.
I didn't want to shake his hand because I've seen all the stuff he holds and hands to you over the years.
No purple gloves.
No telling where those have been.
Nate I've gotten a little close to just because we went to South Africa together when Oprah launched a school a couple years back, and we've stayed close and continued to talk. And of course, whatever I can be around Miss Winfrey, whether it's sitting down for dinner or on a photo shoot, it still is an opportunity to learn a little bit of wisdom.
First off, it's always good to be with Oprah again because, I mean, we've got such a history and such a long relationship. It's good to be with her again. And I had not met Dr. Oz or Nate Berkus, either one, until today. And when you're in the room with him, you see immediately why she has tagged them to do their own shows. I mean, they both just light up.
The Nate Berkus Show is going to be a really exciting show. It's going to be part party, part great storytelling, of course design. I've joined with an incredibly creative, wonderful group of people to bring something brand new to everybody every single day on TV. Super excited about it.
You betcha, Bristol. Sylvester Stallone, Ann Coulter, and Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg all reportedly turned down offers to dance on the show. Now over to American Idol, where we're still awaiting the official word on who will be judging. That story and more in today's Hollywood Hotline. Who will be the next judge on American Idol? Well, we still don't know. Executive producer Nigel Lythgoe avoided the question on Emmy weekend. He swapped shop talk for some scones and crumpets when he hosted the BAFTA pre-Emmy tea party.
It's one of those events that Hollywood likes to come out for. They still like their cups of tea, you know?
They do. And why did you decide on tea? Why not bangers and mash and a good old pint of beer?
Well, you couldn't see too many of the beautiful Hollywood women coming down to a pint of beer and bangers and mash. But a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich just about fits in those little tummies.
Fresh out of rehab and ready for a comeback, Lindsay Lohan appears on the October Vanity Fair cover for a pre-jail interview where she admits to being irresponsible, but also says she knows she's a damn good actress and that she wants her career back. But some naysayers are already saying her comeback role as a spoiled junkie in Machete was an ill-advised choice because it may be an instance of life imitating art just a little too closely. Most might lay low after being diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer, but most aren't actor Michael Douglas. After completing his first week of chemotherapy, the screen legend found the time to sit down with old friend David Letterman and chat about how he's holding up.
I've got cancer, found out about it three weeks ago. Just when I found out I was going to be on your show. I said I couldn't.
Yeah, I know. And while wife Catherine Zeta-Jones recently told People magazine it's difficult to see Michael in this state and that she wishes doctors had caught the cancer sooner, Douglas remains ever the fighter and upbeat.
I feel like I want to do something for you. Can I do something for you?
Give me a hug.
All right, by God.
And that's this week's Hollywood Hotline. On September 17th, the animated feature Alpha and Omega hits theaters in both 3D and 2D. It tells the story of two wolves trying to make it home after park rangers ship them halfway across the country. The movie highlights one common theme in Hollywood, an obsession with animals. Megan Tavrizian has more.
Alpha and Omega packs in everything you'd want from a family movie. There's adventure, heroism, and even some romance. And not to mention an A-list cast of voice talent, including Justin Long.
I bathed today, and not just with my tongue.
Hayden Panettiere, Christina Ricci, and even the late Dennis Hopper in one of his last roles.
Unite the pack.
But perhaps what's most appealing are the main characters, two quick-witted, adorable wolves. I told you we'd make a good team.
Did you say that? I thought I said that.
Speaking of animals, it's no secret that A-listers love their pets. Celebrities are known to bring their furry friends everywhere and treat them as part of their family. Adam Sandler has an area on his official website dedicated to his dogs, both past and present. Sandler, along with Drew Barrymore and Minnie Driver, are just a few celebrities known to love to pamper their pets with a day at the spa. And the D-Pet Hotel Spa is one of Hollywood's favorite spots for a pooch's overnight stay and some R&R.
Dogs are members of our family. So when parents or the doggies go away on vacation, then dogs shouldn't have to be cooped up in cages and not have any fun. So we wanted to make it as close to home environment as possible, and that's why the hotel rooms came into play.
And that's not all. Dogs have full-screen TVs, queen-sized beds, and are given attention 100% of their stay.
What is one of the most outrageous things someone's asked you to do?
Well, this is Hollywood. So
right, exactly.
We have the gamut from dogs that are on raw food diets. We have a dog where we actually have to shred fresh vegetables over his food, and he eats oatmeal and fresh organic chicken every day.
Sometimes it isn't all about pampering pets, but just about finding them a good home, as we learned from Glee's Leah Michelle and Heather Morris. They found their current pets on the Paramount lot while shooting their hit show.
I was feeding these 2 stray cats, and then one day there were kittens there, and I took 2 home, and Heather has 1, and one of our ADs has another.
My cat's name's Zach Morris, the cutest little black cat. He sleeps with me every night and cuddles because I don't have a boyfriend. So.
Hollywood's love affair with animals is far from over. If you want to catch 2 of Hollywood's latest celeb animals, make sure to catch Alpha and Omega. The movie is in theaters in 3D and in 2D September 17th.
Jay Mohr may be leading a network sitcom now, but the Gary Unmarried star got his start as a stand-up comic.
So, we sent Adriana Costa to the set to get some funny life lessons from Jay, and he let us in on a few secrets about college, his sex life, and Christopher Walken's opinion of his dog. You may know him as the star of Gary Unmarried, but we got to see the more honest side of Jay Mohr.
Well, I didn't go to college, so I don't really care. I don't understand why people have such allegiances. It's hard to imagine that you root for a team that you owe 50 grand to.
Yeah.
I have no idea how that works out.
It's a laugh track.
Wisconsin, yes! You know, my student loan, I still owe 140 grand. Score! I'm like good for like 3-4 minutes.
You're like, what would you rate yourself? Okay, fine. This is
for my wife, a 10. For anyone else, they'd be horribly disappointed. We're very goal-oriented. We both know exactly what we want, and why stretch that out when Law & Order's on?
I'm going to revisit some of my classic dishes, like sautéed mushrooms, but I'm going to turn the volume up.
I'm going to make chicken, but I'm going to turn up the volume. Don't tell Jeffrey. I noticed that your dog, Odge, has no tail. That's crazy. What happened to your dog's tail?
Yeah, you were in a movie with him. What did he think about that?
He was mildly amused, but mostly annoyed by my impression. No, he was a good guy. There was a bird on set, and I went to throw a rock at the bird because it kept making noise. Whenever he spoke, the bird was normal. And then whenever I went to speak, the bird went, "Caw, caw, I hate that actor." And then I went to throw a rock at the bird to keep it quiet, and Christopher Walken grabbed my arm and went, "Don't do that." He could have babies. I'm Neil Patrick Harris. You're watching the TV Guide channel.